Okay, we're on a nearside underhook half guard passing scenario, and another way that we can easily get this nearside underhook is if Lance sits up and posts on his elbow. Yep, this is very common. And he has an underhook on this side, and I'm in half guard. This space is all open territory for me, and it's a good space for us to take advantage of. Let me show you how I like to put his back on the ground. If you are relatively the same size as your training partner, if I get this way and drive that way, when his shoulder is down, it is going to be a battle of strength. Okay? There's no doubt about it. I might win and I might lose. So how can we put this in our favor and win every time? Okay? So when you're here, if I'm hugging the back, this is a great underhook. Even if I'm put his back on the mat, let's look at where your left underhook lands. So I drive forward. Let's watch this underhook. As I come forward, hey, I won. Look at the space open in my left elbow. Now, if Lance wishes, he could out pummel this side. He could bring his hand or his elbow in. Yep, and now cause me grief. So essentially, because my hand is busy, when I drive his back flat, my underhook stays low. This is not where we want our arm for a near underhook pass. We want it we've already established. We want it at the AC joint. When Lance is posted, it's near impossible for me to get to that AC joint without overcommitting my weight. So how do we get to the AC joint, and how do we lay him flat? If Lance's shoulder's in like this and I drive to this way, I'm driving into his core and not into his posted arm, but pretty close. He's going to be so strong for me to try to push that way. Okay, he's locked onto my legs. His core is strong. It's a very strong position, even if I don't disrupt the post. If I push him this way, look how easy he goes down to his side. Totally different muscle group here. Very easy. There's no post behind him, and we're affecting his obliques, not his core. He's now got to put pressure with the side of his muscles. They're not nearly as strong as the center of your core. So if I go like this and he pushes back into me, that's a long day. If I change to push on the side, different muscle group. Okay. The other thing is if I can keep his post where it is and then push on this side, well, he's easy to flatten. Not only is he easy to flatten, we're doing a tricep extension with our left arm. So as I flatten Lance, I've done my tricep extension, and now when I turn my hand over, we now have our nearside underhook where we want it at the AC joint. Okay? So when we're trying to flatten somebody by driving them flat, let's not get involved in a drive versus strength and weight. Let's get involved in a drive versus body mechanics. You take him down where he cannot post, and now all of a sudden, my underhook is high on the AC joint, and my body is immediately in the position that I should be in for us to continue our onslaught of our nearside underhook passing. So it's great. This is a fantastic position to take advantage of this space. This is space that we can take advantage of, even with his underhook. But let's make sure that we do this well by posting, driving in this direction, bringing my hip in, and as well getting my shoulder below his shoulder to disrupt that plane. And then as we drive down, we're doing a tricep extension just like we did. His arm is high, so now when I turn my hand over, my body is high, and I can begin walking up and passing in the same manner that we just did. So when the posted elbow, we attack this well with already what we've established is our stronger muscles versus his weaker muscles and body mechanics, and that means that I, as a smaller individual, could essentially do this to a larger individual, even if his technique is the same.